Welcome back to the Lift Oneself. I'm your host, Nat Nat, and today we're exploring a topic that touches all of our lives, the true nature of leadership and the power of vulnerability within it. In our last episode, we delved into the importance of embracing our emotions. Today, we're going to expand on that by redefining what leadership really means in our day-to-day lives. When we hear the word leader, what comes to mind? For many, it might conjure images of CEOs, politicians, or other highly profiled figures. Yet I want us to challenge that notion today. Leadership isn't only confined in these boardrooms or government offices, it's all around us in our everyday interactions and relationships. And most importantly, it's within us, within you and me. Let me share an experience that opened my eyes. A few years ago, I had to make a really significant life decision. And I don't know if you're like me, it caused me to feel lost, to spiral, be overwhelmed. I just wanted to shut down. I wanted to hide, shut down. I just didn't want to deal and process. I didn't want to make any choices. Why? Because I was in fear I was going to make the wrong choice. Yet what I recognize is that this was a pattern. This was a default of not wanting to feel the vulnerability of these big emotions. So I decided to do something different. I contacted a friend and asked if they had space to listen. And I shared my fears with that close friend. Instead of offering advice, she simply listened, acknowledged my feelings, and said, I don't have the answers, but I'm here with you through this. Her vulnerability and presence made me feel heard and supported. It made me feel seen in expressing my emotions, that it was okay, that I didn't have to hide. I wasn't a burden. It wasn't an inconvenience. And it wasn't something that was made up. It was emotions that I could feel safe to express and listen to the information that they're giving, yet not let them take charge over my choices, especially my choices of not doing anything because I felt debilitated in fear. That's when I realized leadership isn't about having all the answers. Gosh, no. It's about showing up authentically and creating space for others. Think about it. Leadership happens in classrooms where teachers guide and inspire their students. It's present in parenting, where mothers and fathers navigate the complexity of raising children. It's in friendships where we often take turns supporting and guiding each other through life challenges. It's even in small acts of kindness between strangers, like helping someone carry groceries or offering directions to a lost tourist. Do you know how vulnerable that is to reveal that you're lost and then to reveal that to somebody that you don't know and wonder, will they take advantage of that? Yet having to trust there's a guidance in me that will let me know if something feels off with this person. Leadership is about influence, about making a positive impact on the lives of those around us. It's about stepping up when a situation calls for it, whether that's organizing a community event, being there for a friend in need, or taking the initiative to solve a problem at work. Yet here's where it gets interesting and where our topic of vulnerability comes in. Effective leadership in these everyday situations often require us to be open, honest, and yes, vulnerable. Consider a parent admitting to their child that they don't have all the answers about life, or even a team member at work acknowledging their mistake and asking for help to fix it. These are the acts of vulnerable leadership that creates deep connection and foster trust. So, how can we embrace this more inclusive view of leadership and incorporate vulnerability in our roles as everyday leaders? Here are 5 key strategies that have helped in my life. Number 1, recognizing leadership opportunities. Let me say that again. Recognize leadership opportunities. Start noticing the many ways you lead in your everyday life, like presently, right now, today. Maybe it's making a decision for your family, mentoring a colleague at work, or organizing a neighborhood cleanup. Whatever that may look like, recognize the leadership opportunity. Number 2, embrace authenticity. Don't be afraid to show your true self, including your doubts and challenges, your emotions also. This honesty can inspire others and create stronger connections. For example, sharing your own struggles with work-life balances can help create a more supportive environment for your team. Even telling your children you don't have it all together, yet you keep learning and growing and being accountable of being there to support yourself when these big emotions come up. Number 3, practicing active listening. A great leader isn't always the one talking. Sometimes it's about truly hearing others and creating space for their voice. Next time you're in a conversation, be silent. Try focusing entirely on understanding the other person's perspective before offering your own. This is a challenge because we want to jump to show that we have the answers. And that's not what listening is. Recognize it as if you're a parent, recognize it with your children, how you want to jump and answer for them and offer the advice rather than just listen to what their perspective is and cultivate a space for them to create answers for the issue that they're going through, for them to develop those solutions internally, which is painful because you don't want to see your child in pain. Number 4, admit when you don't know. Whether you're a parent, a friend, or a team member at work, it's okay to say, I don't know, but let's figure it out together. This vulnerability can lead to collaborative problem solving and deeper trust, not just with others, it's really within yourself. When you have trust within yourself, you're able to have deeper trust with others. Yet that trust starts within you. Here's number 5. This is the crux of vulnerability, which can be really debilitating and uncomfortable. Share your journey. When you overcome a challenge, when you've gone through the fear, share that story. Your vulnerability in discussing your struggles can be incredible, empowering for others. Your vulnerability in discussing your struggles and challenges can be incredibly empowering for others. It could be as simple as talking about how you dealt with a fear of public speaking or navigating a difficult relationship, or best, creating boundaries towards yourself, not thinking it's about others. Now, I know this might feel uncomfortable at first. We're often taught that leaders should always appear strong and certain. Yet I found that the most impactful leaders in my life, be it friends, family members, mentors, have been those who weren't afraid to show their human side. They weren't afraid to be. Remember, your vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a strength that can transform your relationships and your impact on others. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. If you're driving, safety first. Do not close your eyes. Simply do the reflection internally. If you're in a safe place, get comfortable in your seat and close your eyes. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Don't control it. Just allow your awareness to observe the rhythm of it, bringing you into your body. Now think about a time when you acted as a leader in your everyday life. Your mind may be saying, I haven't been a leader yet. I'm here to tell you that you have. Maybe you supported a friend through a tough time, made an important decision for your family, or spoke up about an issue in your community. How did it feel? How did you allow yourself to be vulnerable in that moment? If not, how might the situation have been different if you had? Take a moment with that reflection, and there may be some feelings or sensations coming up in your body, and it's okay. Let them come up. You're safe to feel. You're safe to let go. Let's take a mindful moment with this. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of any preconceived notion about what a leader should be. When you inhale, allow yourself to embrace the idea that leadership is all around you. When you're exhaling, allow yourself to receive that your authenticity is your greatest asset. When you inhale, feel if there's any constriction or knots and allow yourself to drop into that. When you exhale, unknot and unclench. Take another deep breath in, allowing yourself to receive the leader within you. When you exhale, release any parts that feel afraid to accept this. Another deep breath in, allowing yourself to just be. Gently exhale, allowing safety to be in the body. Another deep breath in, be with the breath. Gently exhale, receiving the safety in your body, and just be. Be with your breath. Drop deeper into your body. Just keeping your awareness on your breath, allowing yourself to receive the leader in you. Now, slowly at your own time and pace, bring your awareness back to the room. If your eyes were closed, gently open them while still staying with your breath. How do you feel? Take a moment to reflect. Maybe share your thoughts on everyday leadership on social media using the hashtag #EverydayLeader. Your story could inspire others to recognize and embrace their own leadership roles. Also, discover that we can redefine what leadership means. Now, I want to share something that's been helping me stay focused and balanced as I navigate these everyday leadership challenges. It's called Magic Mind. It's a natural blend that supports mental clarity and stress management, which has been invaluable as I've learned to embrace vulnerable leadership in all areas of my life, especially in that parenting role that activates so much fear around vulnerability for me. I highly suggest you go try it out for yourself. It's done a world of difference in my world. Go to magicmind.com/lift oneself. That's magicmind.com/LIFT ONESELF. Use the code LIFT1SELF20. That's LIFTONESELF20 for a discount. And hey, if you are not satisfied with your first order, there's a money back guarantee. No questions asked. You email them and they give you a refund. So you can see if it helps you as much as it's helped me without any risk. Again, that's magicmind.com/lift oneself. Discount code lift oneself 20. Sharing is caring. Remember, leadership isn't about titles or positions. It's about the impact you have on the people around you and the courage to be authentic in those interactions, allowing yourself to drop the mask and be you. If this episode resonated with you, please don't forget to subscribe and share it with others who might benefit from this perspective on leadership. If anybody popped in your mind, share it out to them. Let's grow this other way of seeing leadership and grow our community. Before you go, let's recap on the key points we've discussed today. 1, leadership is present in our everyday lives, not just in formal positions. 2, vulnerability is strength in leadership, not a weakness. 3, everyday leadership involves recognizing opportunities, embracing authenticity, active listening, admitting when we don't know, and sharing our journey. 4, mindfulness can help us connect with our inner leader and embrace vulnerability. Take those mindful moments. Give yourself permission. 5, your authenticity is your superpower in leadership. Next time you find yourself in a situation where you can make a positive impact, whether as a parent, as a friend, a colleague, a community member, or even as a stranger, remember that your vulnerability can be your greatest strength. Be authentic, be open, and watch how it transforms your relationships and your influence. Thank you for being here today. The most valuable gift you have is your time. So I take this very personally that you made it this far and you find these podcasts a valuable asset for yourself. This is Nat Nat reminding you, you are a leader in your own unique way, and your authenticity is your superpower. I want to remind you to subscribe so you can be reminded of our next episode when it comes out, where we'll explore the art of active listening and its role in building stronger relationships in all areas of life, especially the most important relationship, which is with ourselves. And sometimes it can be really challenging to listen to ourselves because it requires us to feel. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to give some personal, journeys. There's some jewels in that one. Please remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. You matter. Hey, you made it all the way here. I appreciate you and your time. If you found value in this conversation, please share it out. If there was somebody that popped into your mind, take action and share it out with them. It possibly may not be them that will benefit. It's that they know somebody that will benefit from listening to this conversation. So please take action and share out the podcast. You can find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Lift Oneself. And if you want to inquire about the work that I do and the services that I provide to people, come over on my website, come into a discovery call. liftoneself.com. Until next time, please remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. You matter.